Journaling can be really powerful for working with anxiety. And it's just one of those tools that we end up kind of letting clients know that they can utilize when they're struggling. So we tend to look at journaling as something that can really help you get from the part of your brain that's kind of stuck in emotion and the emotion of the anxiety to the part of the brain that's working with logic and help sift through some of it. Because sometimes what can happen is we blur our thoughts and our emotions, and we might call that emotional reasoning. So because I feel a certain way, must I then what I think must be true. And journaling can kind of help us unravel that a little bit. We can start to see our thoughts don't really make sense. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to make the anxiety better, but we start to unwind the thoughts from the feelings. And the nice thing about that is with anxiety, what we end up finding is that we ruminate often. And rumination is where one person I heard say it, I liked the phrase, so I use it a lot. We rehearse, repeat, replay the past or the future. We spiral. And the challenge with that is anxiety will give you this content to hang on to. Oh, I'm anxious about such and such, right? But then we start spiraling, and this is ineffective and it doesn't go anywhere because it's the nature of rumination. But what we want to start seeing if we can do is shift from going with the content that anxiety is giving us to instead recognizing, oh, this is anxiety and taking care of anxiety. So journaling sometimes can help do that because we're writing things out and we're, recognizing, oh, maybe I don't need to be that stressed about that. But it's just there. I still feel very anxious about it. So we're sifting through and kind of making sense of it. And then what I like also about journaling is that we can use it kind of as a way to contain. And containment is instead of having these massive big emotions all day long, what if we can pick a time of day to really feel that emotion and feel it deeply and do all the processing and to contain it in such a way that it's not coming up so much and so problematically in other areas of our lives. So for a lot of my clients, I might ask them to journal at the end of the day and might say, hey, listen, every day at 5 o'clock, you're going to be anxious and you're going to worry about all the stuff from 5 to 5:30. You're going to journal, you're going to write it out. And then when you're done, you're going to close the journal and you're going to walk away. So it kind of helps the brain, the body connect with that closing and walking away from, and then you can come back to it when you need. Now, journaling is not the be all and end all. It does not solve the problem. There's so much more to working with anxiety, but it is a nice thing to just add in all the different tools that you use to manage it.